We request to the Tanzanian authorities to free him, free Tundu Lissu, to organize free and fair elections, to let the opposition party participate equally in those elections. We request from Tanzania to cherish democracy because we want Tanzania to be a good partner for the European Union so that we can continue our cooperation. Thank you.
Lopatka for 1 minute.
Tundu Lissu is a long-life fighter for human rights and democracy, currently serving as chair of Chadema, the biggest opposition party in Tanzania. He was arrested and charged with high treason on the 10th of April, which carries a death penalty. After calling for electoral reforms during a peaceful rally.
On 19 November 2025, I attended a commemoration for the victims of election-related violence in Tanzania, and I rise today to stand in solidarity with the Tanzanian Australian community. There were horrendous actions undertaken by the security forces in Tanzania against those who were protesting against unfair elections in Tanzania. At the commemoration, I received a letter from the Tanzanian Association of Queensland. It called for a number of things. First, that we raise our voices, Acting Deputy President, to address the ongoing issues and ensure that people can demonstrate safely in Tanzania, and call upon the Australian government to use all of its forums, access to all multinational forums, to advocate in that regard. Secondly, it called upon the Australian government to exercise heightened caution when providing financial assistance to Tanzanian state institutions, especially given the actions of their security forces. I've written in those terms to the Honourable Senator Penny Wong, our Minister for Foreign Affairs, and I trust that Senator Wong, as she always does, will carefully consider the requests from our Tanzanian community, and I stand in solidarity with our wonderful Tanzanian Australian community.
Tonight, in the name of the people of Tanganyika, I proclaim that our nation is free. From this hour, we govern ourselves, and our future is our own.
The European Parliament is saying that they don't want to be funding repression in Tanzania, and they're saying, according to this resolution they passed today, that the election in Tanzania was neither free or fair. President Samia Suluhu Hassan received 98% of the vote there, though many in Tanzania say there's not much of an election. That's not possible. The turnout number they declared was not possible. And CNN's investigation has shown police using excessive force against protesters there, killing some who did not pose a threat, some of whom were running away. There are some who were killed while in their own places of business or even in their own homes. And what European lawmakers are now calling for is for the European Commission to stop funding the government of Tanzania and to redirect that funding to human rights defenders, to civil society who are working to restore the democratic space in the country. They're also calling for the European Commission to consider sanctions against those responsible for the recent democratic backsliding in Tanzania. I want you to listen to this one lawmaker.
Tanzania is showing a deeply troubling pattern of repression and abuse. Critics, like opposition leaders, journalists, and activists, face threats, arbitrary arrests, extrajudicial killings, and forced disappearances. The government is shutting down free media and taking away people's basic rights to speak, gather, and move.
Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan has criticized foreign nations for what she described as interference in Tanzania's internal affairs, accusing them of backing opposition claims that the October elections were flawed. Addressing the nation, President Samia pushed back against mounting pressure from several countries, including the United States, that are calling for an independent investigation into alleged human rights violations during the just concluded polls. She said such demands were shameful, arguing that external actors had no right to dictate how Tanzania should handle its affairs. Citizen TV's Ben Kirui tells us more.
In what marked her fourth national address on the matter of elections-related violence, President Samia Suluhu Hassan took on foreign nations, criticizing them for interfering with Tanzania's internal affairs, as seemingly angry Samia rebuking the continued international scrutiny over the deadly election violence.
Hawana hata aibu. Nje huko wanakaa, Tanzania ifanye moja, ifanye mbili, ifanye tatu, halafu ndio itakuwa hivi. Who are you?
She noted that Tanzania had never questioned how other nations handled similar episodes. The European Parliament last week called for suspension of EU funds for Tanzania, citing the election-related violence. President Samia said even the funds foreign parties claim to be providing are far less than before.
Niwaulize, kwao hayatokei? Kwao hayatokei? Tumenyanyua sauti sisi kusema ya kwao. Wanadhania bado wao ni masters wetu, ni wakoloni kwetu. Kitu gani? Ni fedha chache wanayotugaia, na fedha yenyewe sasa hivi haipo. Tunafanya biashara, wao wapate na sisi tupate, ndipo tunaposimamia.
Addressing the nation during a meeting with the Dar es Salaam elders, President Suluhu went further to say that the unrest witnessed after the polls was deliberately orchestrated and financed by foreign powers seeking to destabilize Tanzania.
All right, welcome back, people. Finally, Madam Samia Suluhu has responded to a European Union Parliament. She has responded furiously to the EU Parliament, telling them, who are you? Asking them, who are you guys? And what are you trying to tell me? And then the people of Tanzania themselves are coming out to back up the words of Samia Suluhu, because they feel like Samia is right for what she's trying to tell EU. We all know that we need sovereignty, because this is what Tanzanians are saying, that our country has sovereignty. We are sovereign people of Tanzania, and we don't want some people or other people outside Tanzania to come and intervene or interfere with our matters, our issues. It's like you have lost my people from Tanzania. I can tell you for free this, you have lost, because the person that today you are coming to back up her words, come on, it's because you've not been affected by all that is happening in that country. It's because you have not been affected. But if you would have been among the people who have been affected by what is making people to come and in how you are referring it, people would have not been coming here to speak about this. If you've been affected just like other people, I don't think today you would have been having that energy to come and support this leader. Because at this time, what we are feeling is like this lady would have been already resigned or taken out of power at this time. I can say that the country of Tanzania, the people of Tanzania is like living under the junta way. It is better to have a junta way than having a leader like this. It is better to have a junta, a military, because even the people who are living under military rule, they are having their freedom. They are having their peace. Their leaders are listening to their voices. Their leaders are only fighting against the terrorists, against the corruption, against the imperialists, but not against their people, as how this woman is doing to her country. Now, we all know, just like she has said, that being sanctioned by Europe is not a problem to the country of Tanzania, because they can do anything by themselves. It is not a must they work with Europe. We all have been coming out speak about the freedom, about the cutting off the relationship with Europe. If they cannot be able to come and negotiate with African leaders, if they cannot be coming to do business but not coming to exploit as how they used to. But this is not the way to handle it. This is not the way, because even today, if Samia comes out to say that she's not interested maybe working or partnering with the people from Europe, it cannot bring any solution, because already the damage has been created. And for her to come and rebuild this country, restore the peace and do anything, it is not that way. Now sometimes I wonder with the Africans, because whenever African leader comes out to speak, no matter what she or he is saying, people applaud, people celebrate, people cheer on them. And now today, this is happening in Tanzania. After their leader is coming out to speak telling them that she's not interested with the Europe matters, and Europe has to stop interfering with their issues. And the people of Tanzania are clapping.
Nje huko wanakaa Tanzania ifanye moja, ifanye mbili, ifanye tatu, halafu ndio itakuwa hivyo. Who are you?
They cheer their president. Do you want to tell me today that the people who have lost their families or their people, their loved ones, can do the same? They can't. You are doing this because you have not faced all that is facing other people. You are able to do this because it has not come to you. So you feel like other people who are complaining, who are crying, it's like they're joking. And now those people are seeing you like you're celebrating their problems. So we need to learn as Africans to give flower where it deserves and to correct all the mess where it deserves, but not coming out to celebrate everything. EU has come out clearly to say that they are going to sanction the country of Tanzania, which they can feel like it's okay for them. But we need each other. We always fight for the EU, for the Europe. We always fight against the Europe, but in other way. We are only fighting them not to come and exploit, to rule, and to install their influence here as much as how they have been doing. But we can only work and partner with them if they can only be coming here to do business, to do trade, to work together, but not taking advantage to one another. So the country of Tanzania today has already lost its direction. First of all, this woman has nothing, has no title to come and address other people, because she has already lost that power and that title of leadership. She's a woman. She would have been today feeling the people or the fellow women in the country of Tanzania who have lost their people because of her, because of politics. Why do we have to shed blood in the name of politics? Why do we have to lose people in the name of politics? Because this is just a seasonal things. It comes and go. It comes and go. We have many great people who rule this world, but today they no longer exist. We have the royal families, who once existed in this world, but today they are not there. They are no more. So all that we are doing today, we are just doing it due to greediness, but not thinking of tomorrow. Today you oppress someone because you are in power, but think of tomorrow. If these people that you are oppressing, they become they find themselves in that position that you are in today, and you will not be there. You have the families, you have the people from your own community. How will you expect them to be treated? That's the question that African leaders have to think about. So you have Samia has come out to respond to EU, and she's ready. She's fearless. She don't care. All that they want to do, they have to do it. They can do it. She's not. She don't care, and she don't care about anything. So, are you agreeing with me? Are you agreeing with Europe? Are you agreeing with Samia Suluhu and the country of Tanzania's government? Tell me your views. We are here to discuss all that is arising. We are here to uncover the truth that has been hidden. We are here to expose the evil that are being done or committed against the people of Africa, because we need the best Africa. We need the sovereignty. We need the freedom and independent Africa, the developed and the one Africa, but not the one that we are having today, because this is not the vision and dream of Kwame Nkrumah. Let's meet on the comment section. Let's meet on the next episode. Consider subscribing, sharing. I love you and appreciate your support. You're doing great by moving together, by coming and support this channel. Let's continue supporting it to grow much and much every day. Be blessed and peace out.